with Louella. Written and illustrated by Margaret Hurd. This week's episode, Valley of the Dinosaurs. Louella and Rabbity Rabbit were camping at Emily Park one beautiful summer weekend. As usual, she was awake very early in the morning because she had to use the outhouse. Suddenly, much to Louella's astonishment, the outhouse lifted into the air above her head. Louella took off after it. She could not believe her eyes. A gigantic pterodactyl was flying away with the outhouse. In her hasty retreat after the pterodactyl, Louella got toilet paper tangled around her tail, leaving a trail behind her. Louella followed the pterodactyl, who took off with the outhouse into a very large cave. Louella found herself in a prehistoric land. A baby triceratops had just hatched out of an egg, and he was crying. "Are you my mother?" he asked her. "No, I'm not your mother," replied Louella, "but I might be able to help you find her." Within the next hour, Rabbity Rabbit stirred uneasily in their sleeping bag. Louella had been gone for a long time, and he was starting to get a bit worried. Rabbit ran over to what was left of the outhouse. There he found Louella's Mad magazine and the empty toilet paper roll. He saw the trail of paper on the ground and proceeded to follow it. "Is that my mother?" the baby triceratops asked, pointing to a big, tall dinosaur. "No," replied Louella, "that's a brontosaurus." "Is that my mother?" the baby triceratops pointed to one with a large fin on its back. "No," replied Louella, "I'm not sure, but I think it's a dimetrodon." "What about that one?" He pointed to a hairy elephant-like creature. "No," replied Louella, "that's a woolly mammoth." "Is that my mother?" He pointed to a huge bird-like creature flying through the air. "That's a pterodactyl." "That one?" He pointed to a dinosaur with several fins down its back. I believe that's a stegosaurus." "What about that one?" It was a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and he was hungry. "Roar!" he roared loudly as he picked Louella up in one hand and the baby triceratops in the other. Louella gave the Tyrannosaurus Rex a whiff of her famous notorious onion breath. He began to gag and retch. In fact, he coughed up a rather startled-looking Mother Triceratops. "Mama!" exclaimed the baby Triceratops. "Oh, Junior," she sighed, "I'm so glad you're okay." The two dinosaurs hugged each other as Rabbity Rabbit arrived on the scene, carrying Louella's Mad magazine. "Rabbity Rabbit!" squealed Louella happily. "I'm so glad to see you. How did you ever find me?" "I just followed the trail," he replied. Triceratops thanked Louella for helping her and her baby find each other by giving Louella and Rabbity Rabbit a ride home, at least as far as the mouth of the cave. Junior trotted along by her side, carrying Louella's magazine.